So I'm from Midwest City.
Okay.
From my family had car dealerships, so I had no choice basically to grow up loving cars. As a toddler, my dad worked at different Chevrolet stores, and then opened up his own business. And I've done nothing but cars. I graduated from Oklahoma City University. Went to work for Classic Recreations with Jason Engel, who founded that company 17 years ago, and got my passion for working with muscle cars. And it just kind of evolved from there. And then in 2021, we founded Finale Speed here in Yukon. My wife is from Yukon, and so that's what lured me to this area. But in 2021, we opened up Finale Speed. Was lucky enough that the team of craftsmen and things like that had worked with the previous company for years and years all decided that, hey, listen, let's do this new venture. Let's go into Dodge. Let's go into Chevrolet. And next thing you know, we've got a car being prepped for Speed Weeks in Detroit. Dodge invited us out and said, hey, we want to see what you guys can do. And so we got a Charger, 1970 Charger, a rolling chassis. We put it in a trailer. We decided to make the drive out to Speed Weeks, where it was in the trailer. We had checked into a hotel, and our marketing company, we weren't licensed by Dodge at the time, and our marketing company said, hey, listen, some guys want to see your Charger. We want to see what you guys are bringing before you unveil it tomorrow. And so Daryl Masters, who's our lead tech, he and I were at the hotel. We had left the car back at this racetrack called M1. And I said, okay, we'll meet you guys in about 45 minutes. Very nonchalant. Went back to the racetrack. We're standing at the trailer. We hadn't unloaded the car yet. And this Dodge Ram pulls up real quick. And these four guys bounce out. And again, Jason and I knew everyone in the Ford world, but we didn't know anyone from Mopar, anybody else. Well, these four guys bounce out, and they're shorts and a ball cap, and they're standing around. And okay, great. And instead of backing the car out, they actually got into the big enclosed trailer and were kind of shimmying down the side of the car, and they're talking about this. And one of the guys goes, hey, TK, look at this. Again, I don't know who TK is, but in all reality, it was Tom Sockman. And with Tom Sockman, who is president of Dodge, he's like, oh, this is great. Well, they roll this car back out. Everyone's standing around. And they said, do you mind if we put this in the showcase tonight? And we're like, oh, no. Again, we're very humble. We're 9 guys from Oklahoma. And here the president of Dodge is with his senior staff all looking at different aspects of the car. And he said, wow, you guys are one of the first crew that have over-delivered in such a short time. Yeah. And so we're humbled and we're great. And we put the car on the showroom floor there in M1 for Dodge's Speed Weeks, where they unveiled this car live on Monday in front of the entire, it was a live podcast that Tim Kaneskis put on this big show. Lights went down. It's like a rock concert, Mike. And the way that Tim presented this car is, you want to see something wild, you want to see something crazy. Well, here it is. Here's a 1970 Dodge Charger with the 6.2 Hellcat, all carbon fiber. And the lights went down and it was clapping, and I was standing next to some of the Dodge people, and they had their phones out and all the little hearts and likes that go up. It was just overwhelming as far as how cool the car was. They then said, okay, we want to license you on the spot. We want you at SEMA next to our electric car, the Banshee. They were unveiling that. And so from there, we got the car ready. 2 months later, we were at SEMA in the Dodge booth. So we had gone from April to now November, licensed by Dodge and in the Dodge booth at SEMA. So it's been a whirlwind.